showed me I should read it. It's from Proverbs 10, verse 14, and then I'll read verse 17. It says, wise men store up knowledge in mind and heart. And I was thinking that is what Bible college does for us. We all come to Bible college and God does something in our mind, because naturally speaking, our natural mind is we can think so naturally, because throughout the week we are conditioned by the world, we are conditioned by the media, we are conditioned by the people we meet to think differently. But when we come to Bible college, our mind is renewed and now we think differently. We don't think like the world. When we look at a problem, our way of thinking is different. What changed our thinking? The Bible. No, survives, store up knowledge in mind and in heart, and our heart processes things differently. And it makes us whoever we are, because when we joined Bible college, we were not this way. We didn't have our children, we didn't have our husbands, we were young girls. And so to all the young people here, I'd like to encourage you, take Bible college. It is never too, sometimes some people say, when I meet people who are older, we had one lady in our church, her name was Auntie Flavia. She was old, she was like 70 years, but she would come and she would have arthritis, her knees were swollen, but she would come limping, she would walk this way, and she would come and sit in Bible college, because there's no age limit in Bible college. In school, there's a limit. When you're 3 years only, you can sit in nursery. If you become 5, they'll not take you in nursery. But Bible college is not that way. It's open for all, and it is an opportunity for all to get the mind of God and then to think with God in your heart. Why we need that? Let's look at verse 17. He who heeds instruction and correction is not only himself in the way of life, but also is a way of life for others. And he who neglects or refuses reproof, not only himself goes astray, but causes to err, that means to go wrong, and is a path of ruin for others. Very serious verse. That means when I am in the right way, not only for myself to think right in my heart and my mind, but all those who are in my way of influence, my family, my friends, my colleagues, all those who are in my way, because I am thinking right, I am a light for them. God has placed each of us, He said, you are the salt of the earth. And then the same verse says, if I am refusing to receive for myself, not only me, all those whom God has put around me, there is no light. I am like that candle which is going and hiding under a chair. And that is why we all want Bible college, because for ourselves and for the people whom God has placed around us to influence. There are some people in your life, in your neighborhood where you are working, whom we will never meet, because God never planned that I would influence them. But God has put you in that neighborhood, God has put you in that home, and you can influence them. And so each of us have to make a choice. God, I have only this many years. And when I close my eyes, God, I want to hear like we heard today, you are a good and faithful servant. Why I was faithful? Because I was faithful to hear the word. And when I heard the word, I was able to think right, my mind was right, and my heart was right. Like we say, when you want to cut a tree, you use an axe, right? But if that axe is not sharpened, you'll be hitting and hitting and hitting, and it will take forever for a tree to fall, and you are exhausted. But when your axe is sharpened, one knock and the tree will come down. And that is what Bible college does. It makes you a better student, it makes you a better office person, it makes you a better businessman, a better mother, a better child. Whatever role you have, you are like a sharpened axe. Rather than just putting so much of effort, when we have God, everything is possible. And we take that commitment to God. So God, I have committed to join Bible college, and maybe it's on a Thursday or Friday, whichever day, you take it to God. Don't do it on yourself and say, God, I want to be there no matter what. And if I'm not well, I'll have a tablet, but I will be there because I want to be faithful to God. Okay, so that's what I could